Hello, everyone. Hello, ladies. Hello, gents. It is your girl, Leading Lady Dara here, founder of that wonderful organization, Walking Them Shoes. Welcome back, y'all, to the Walking Them Shoes podcast. It is 2023, y'all. We in the new year, January 2023. We made it. We've crossed over. And listen, what didn't happen in 2022, make it happen in 2023. What's up, y'all? It is your girl, Leading Lady Dara here, founder of that wonderful, wonderful organization. Ask me why I say it all the time. Ask me why I say it so often. It is because I want it to be embedded in your mind, embedded in your skin, and I want you to feel it. I want you to know it when you see it. Walking them shoes, that is that empowerment, okay? That is that inspiration I'm trying to give you deep down inside. I'm trying to tell you, your girl is not just a motivational speaker. She's the empowerment specialist. She is the inspirational speaker who tries to empower you and inspire you from within. Welcome back to another episode of Walking Them Shoes podcast, the podcast that is here, designed, created to empower you, uplift you, motivate you, encourage you here on this journey of becoming. Whether you're personally, you need some encouragement. Professionally, you need some encouragement. It is your girl here trying to deliver it to you, whether you're in your living room or you're in your car, wherever you are. You're on a job with the headphone in your ear and the left side of your ear. So when the staff walk past you on the right side, they can't see it. Or you got your hair laying a little bit cocked to the side so it covers the iPod that's in your ear. So I know you're listening, and I'm glad you're listening. Thank you for listening to Walking Them Shoes podcast. Let's get into it, y'all. And y'all already know it's not about what? It's not about the hills. It's not about the wedges. It is not about, I got a story to tell. It's not about the hills. It's not about the wedges. It's not about the flats. It's definitely not about the stilettos, not about the boots. It is about you being empowered to walk in them shoes. So listen, let me tell this little story real quick. I do have a topic for today, and we're going to talk about pleasure. We are going to talk about pleasure. So yes, get the seat, get the chair, pull it up to the table, or if you're sitting in a chair, recline it, baby, okay? If you're on a job now, if you're on a job and you're listening, I don't know. But if you're in a car, turn the volume up a little bit. I got the volume up over here on this end. I'm not talking into the mic because I'm not at my computer. And normally I'm in my little cubby space trying to make sure that it's soundproof when I do these podcasts, right? But right now I'm not, but I'm delivering. And that's important, right? So the topic of tonight is pleasure. But let me just talk to you about walking them shoes. So here we are, your girly Lady Dara. A lot of people think that walking them shoes is about the girl loving heels, right? Or loving a sweet, sexy shoe. No, it's not about that. I really do love a sexy shoe, y'all. But I'm going to share this story with you. I'm going to share this story with y'all. So, here I am. I have a pair of nice black sexy heels. Every woman must have a pair of black sexy heels in her closet. You must own several pair. You must. It's imperative. It's important. I'm trying to tell you, you should and you must have a pair of black heels. Let me just say this. I went to so here it is, Saturday night. I knew I had this party to go to. Here's my cousin's birthday party, which I knew was coming up and kind of planned for some time ago. But I'm that type of person that, I look in my closet to see if it's something there that I like and I want to wear. If I'm feeling it, then I'm going to, of course, wear it. But if not, I wait a little bit, see if I need to step out and buy something new. Or, I'm into recycling certain things that I wear. But, nonetheless, your girl is walking into this new year and feeling herself. So she decides that, she's going to wear something that she hadn't worn before, right? And it was a really nice fitting leather dress. And I knew I had that in my mind, but I just wasn't sure if I was going to make it pop with some nice red shoes or a colored shoe, I should say. I wasn't sure where I was going with this, and a nice accessory to match. But, I had it in my mind that, okay, this is the black dress that I'm going to wear. And y'all don't know, but your girl love a shortcut. And I was going to, because I'm going away this coming weekend, I was going to wear a bob, right? I was going to get my hair done, wear a bob. And I said, well, you know what? I'm not going to give it all to him. I ain't going to wear the bob and the dress and some nice heels. No. So I figured, all right, wear the dress and just find you a nice pair of heels, right? Well, your girl was lucky. Your girl went in that closet of hers, knew that dress hadn't been worn before, and figured, perfect. Figured black shoes, will go ahead and set it off, and I'll just accessorize it with just a pop of color in my bag, my handbag, which would match my coat, right? So I got it. I put these shoes on that I had worn one time before, and I don't remember where I wore them to, but I do remember wearing them, and I remember getting plenty of compliments on them. But nonetheless, when a girl go out, she go out to have a nice time. I'm not a stuck-up person. I love to have a nice time, and part of having a nice time is mingling, dancing, and just socializing and enjoying some good food. So here it is. My cousin is having this party, and, my cousin has, much love. Shout out to my cousin, April. I love her dearly. She has such a big heart, wonderful spirit, beautiful spirit. And she just shows love no matter where she's at, whether she's indoors, outdoors, at work, in the car, no matter on the phone. She just show that love, right? So, when you show up, she's going to show love. So you got to show up and show love, and we put that stuff on, right? So we put that stuff on and we go out. So here I am at the party, y'all. So mind you, I had already started claiming that I needed a parking space in front of the door, because here it was, I'm going solo. I wasn't being chauffeured tonight, right? This night. So I'm like, all right, I wore my Ugg boots, and it was freezing that night. So my cousin said it is going to be a fur party. So it was the perfect time to put on the perfect coat that I had that I knew would keep me warm. Y'all, your girl figured you can be cute, you can be sexy, but you better be warm before your little behind gets sick, right? So I put my Ugg boots on with my long coat and figured, get this parking space in front of the door. I'm going to put my shoes on and I'm going to walk in. Now, here it is, your girl. It's probably about a half a block away. Not bad, because I can walk in hills, so it's not bad. So I figured I'd jump over on the passenger side and, go ahead, take the Ugg boots off and put these shoes on. And I'm like, all right, well, y'all know walking in hills is different. Walking on carpet is different, and walking in the street is different, and walking on a platform, basketball field, as well as, a basketball court, and, a field, concrete street, wherever, you just got to be careful in walking in hills, right? And this wasn't too much of a bad hill, but I think it was just too much of a skinny hill and not enough strap, right? Well, your girl walks in, she's walking down the street, and she's like, ooh. Yeah, she's walking, and she's like, ooh, like, oh, okay. So I realized that there were some adjustments that needed to be made. I get in, and it's nice. I had to go right to the chair and sit my behind down. I couldn't even walk over to my aunt and embrace her and show her love, because the girl felt unsteady on her feet. And it has been a very, very long time that I have felt unsteady on my feet walking in the hill, right? So now I'm like, I ain't put this outfit on just to sit down. I didn't. Your girl didn't. She put this dress on, and she was going to make sure that she got her money's worth out this dress by being seen, by being able to be on that dance floor, by just feeling good and enjoying herself. Here I am at the party and your girl had to sit down. But your girl was smart about it because you know what she did? She bought a pair of flats, a pair of rolled up flats that she had in her bag. But I was like, oh, this dress is too much. It's given. This dress was really given. And I'm like, nah, you can't put the flats on. So I decided to get up, walk around, try to, kind of, break this shoe in, because clearly the first time I wore it, I must have sat down again. I didn't break it in. Now I'm walking around on this floor and I'm like, all right, Dara, you better be careful, because one slip and you'll go down. Like, you'll really go down, and that would be embarrassing. And I didn't want that, y'all. I didn't want that. I didn't want that type of embarrassment, right? I didn't want no embarrassment at all. So you know what your girl did? Your girl sat down and listened to her feet, because the feet was just not comfortable, and it was a sexy pointy shoe. This shoe was really giving, y'all. It was giving me life. It was really giving. But nonetheless, long story short, your girl had to put the flats on. They were the rolled up flats. Can't even think of the name of these things, but they really came in handy. And where was I going with this story? Going here, leading into pleasure. So I just needed to share that, walking them shoes is not so much about the heels. And I know people think because your girl love heels, this is why she talk about walking them shoes. And this is why she have this organization, Walking Them Shoes. No, that's not what it's about, boo. It really is about empowerment, inspiration, motivation, and, all of the above. Well, that was the weekend for your girl. But here she is talking about walking them shoes. In order for us to walk in them shoes, last year we talked about the 3 Ds, the divorce, disappointment. No, not disappointment. The 3 Ds, Lord help me, divorce, death, and division, right? Well, we walked out of 2022. We walked into 2023, and we're being optimistic. We're being positive. We're focusing on the good. We done cleared house. We done emptied out all the spoiled things that were on the shelf, that was in the refrigerator. We are doing new things in 2023. So as I said before, what didn't happen in 2022, we're making it happen in 2023. But guess how we need to make that happen? Guess how we're going to make that happen? How? We're going to start embracing the pleasures in life. So y'all know my book, Shifted to Speak on Success. And for those of you who have not already copped your copy, if you have not went to Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com and purchased your girl book, Shifted to Speak on Success, you know you wrong. You know you wrong. Go and cop that book. Go and purchase that book. Go and share that book. I do want to give a shout out to I give a shout out to the many people who have texted me and shared with me that they were able to purchase and they supported me and purchased my book. So I'm grateful for that, because this book is not just about business and it's not just about personal development. It's a combination of both. It's a guide to living a successful life. Shifted to Speak on Success, from pain to purpose and to pleasure. So let's talk about it, y'all. What is pleasure? What is pleasure to you? And y'all don't, it's so funny, because when I started this podcast last year, and y'all, we coming up on a year too, within the next couple of months. We coming up on a year in this podcast. Great things coming up for the 2023 new year with the podcast, combined with YouTube. We have our interviews lined up, and those interviews will be also uploaded to the podcast. So stick around and, hang in there with your girl. More inspiration, and not even just from me, but from others. I'm sure that you will be able to appreciate. And so nonetheless, being able to enjoy the pleasures of life. How can we do that? It's 2023. We are not bringing the mess into 2023. We walking into 2023 with a renewed mindset. I asked you to divorce the pain of your past. I asked you to divorce the pain of your past so you'll be able to embrace and then walk into a better future for yourself. So what are pleasures? Pleasures are things that we enjoy doing. Pleasures the pleasures in life. There's so many things that can bring us pleasure. But if we focus on what we don't have, or if we focus on the people that did us wrong, if we focus on the pain, the hurt, and all of that, then we won't be able to enjoy the pleasures. And I'm talking about pleasures, whether they're small or whether they're big. And y'all, don't take that in a fresh tone. But what I was just saying was that when I started this podcast, I did one of the episodes, and probably like the first or the second one, I shared it, and I text a lot of people with the link so that they can listen to it, right? And one of my girlfriends was like, she texted me, she was like, girl, I'm listening right now. She was like, it's ready to get hot and juicy. Like, she was so excited, and I'm like, no, it ain't that type of podcast, sis. Like, no, it's not like that. She was looking for something. She's like, girl, I thought you, with your voice and everything, like you was getting ready to take this somewhere, like you was going somewhere. I said, no. That's not this type of podcast. Even though there will be times we will discuss certain things of that nature, okay? But this pleasure here, y'all, pleasure is just enjoying, and I'm going to say enjoying like ENJOYING as well as enjoy. NJOY. That's my abbreviation of enjoying. But pleasure, what makes you feel good? What make you feel good? So if we're working hard, we're being all of the things, we're doing all of the things, we're attending to family, we're attending to, significant others and children and grandchildren, and some of us are catering to people at the job. And I'm not doing that. But some people really are really strung out at their jobs. I'll put it that way. They really go hard. And my motto is you work hard on yourself, then you do that job if you're working a job. Now, if it's your business, then boo, go ahead, go hard. But nonetheless, we do all of the things. We're in school. We're students at this age. Yes. We're parents, grandparenting. We're actually even parenting young adults. But nonetheless, it's just time to overcome some of that stuff. And the only way we can overcome some of that stuff, sometimes we can only get to that pleasure is if we give ourselves permission. And I'm telling you on today, give yourself permission to enjoy the pleasures in life. Sometimes you may have to go and create that type of pleasure. Now, there's many different types of pleasures out here, y'all. Now, I know y'all know. I sure hope you know what pleases you, what pleasures bring you, what bring you joy. And I'll just name off a few, and just because I'm naming them doesn't mean that they're DARs, okay? And I'm just going to be keep it respectful. I'm going to keep it respectful because that's just who I am. I'm tasteful and respectful, and So I'll name a few things that will bring us pleasures in life, like I'm always doing something spontaneously. I that's me. Sometimes I jump at the spur of the moment to try to do something. But sometimes when you do things spontaneously and you're able to succeed in doing it, it brings you joy. It brings you a pleasure. But, someone have different pleasures such as, finding enjoyment out of watching children play and, either exercising, eating their favorite foods, having sex, soaking in a tub, listening to their favorite music. What else? You have so many different things that can bring pleasure to your life. And I'm going to tell y'all, with so much that's going on in the world today, for psychological purposes, y'all better find joy and pleasure in something. You better dig down deep. If you don't know, you better dig down deep and try some new things. Try some, try to cook. Try to, fix up a meal that maybe not even of your culture. Something that you can try, that you can say, wow, I didn't think I could do that. But you doing it, you succeeding at it will bring you some type of pleasure, some type of joy. And I know when we speak pleasure, we have all different types of pleasures, right? Yes, there's those sexual pleasures, and you deserve it. You deserve sexual pleasure. It's nothing wrong with sexual pleasure. Rather, we would prefer that you be married and enjoying your spouse's your spouse enjoying one another, because the bed is undefiled, right? When you're married, that is great pleasure. Oh God, it's like, let me stop. But and even if you're not married, if you're single and you're out here and you're fornicating, yeah, you're fornicating. If you're fornicating and you're enjoying the pleasures of life that way, repent and be careful. I'll say that. Your life is your life, but in all things, just be careful. But enjoying those type of pleasures, sexual pleasures, yeah, that could probably be number one on some people's list. And I ain't even gonna hold you with the right person and doing all of the right things. Yes, it's pleasurable. Yes, it's enjoyable. We're deserving of that. That is our body's way of, that helps us to heal if we're going through something. That helps us to, dopamine, increase the dopamine in your brain, or release the dopamine. It does something funky up there in that brain of yours and releases those chemicals that make you be so happy and so joyful. But as I said, for psychological purposes, we definitely need to find things that, will bring us joy and bring us pleasure. Do something that will increase your happiness. Sing. I sing a lot. I sing around the house. I sing on a job. I'm always singing. Just do something that that would bring you joy. I'm telling you, with so much that is going on out here in the world, y'all. Took my daughter and I went to dinner tonight, and the way that we were facing, the way I was facing, it was the news was on. And I think it was like every story thereafter. We all know that the news really just spread bad news, but it was just one bad story after another. And literally people are losing their minds. I'm talking about from the younger ones to the older ones, from male to females. It is time to get right, good people. It is time to really heal yourself. And if in healing yourself, let's just say you went through some things. Maybe it was a bad week for you. Maybe your boss was riding your back all week, and now here's the weekend. What you going to do? Are you going to sit in the house and mope about it, complain about it? No. Find something that bring you joy. Do something that will increase your happiness. We had to focus on our purpose as well as our pleasure. And you see, in my book, I speak about from pain to purpose and to pleasure. Sometimes the pain that we go through, that pain is necessary. Oh God, sometimes it sounds bad to say, but sometimes it is necessary because it helps to usher us into that purpose. And once we're walking in that purpose, then guess what? Ultimately, we should be able to enjoy the pleasures of life, right? Come on, sis, bro, listen. Come on, y'all. It is time to be able to enjoy the pleasures of life. So as I said, what you didn't make happen in 2022, or what didn't happen for you in 2022, connect with your girlie Lady Dar and see if she can help you with some things, and maybe make those things happen in 2023. It is really time, good people, to start loving on ourselves. I always talk about self-care, and yes, meditating helps. Meditating, yoga, stretching, exercise, working all that stuff out. But it is nothing like relieving some stress. So when you're relieving that stress, and whatever it is that you're doing to relieve that stress, boo, okay, I'm just going to say it, that some people might not have partners and they have to take care of themselves. And if you're one that's taking care of yourself, be careful. Enjoy. But be careful, but do the things that bring you joy. Riding a bike to some people, playing with your puppies, your dogs, or walking your dogs, doing crossword puzzles. And, again, back to what make you happy. Focus more on what make you happy. It's 2023. We done took care of the kids. We done took care of the grands. We done took care of Bobby Joe. We done took care of Lena Horne. We done took care of Mama Sue, Big Mama, Papa Joe. We done took care of Big Daddy. We done did all of those things. Now. You're not going to pencil yourself in at the last minute. You're going to pencil yourself in at the beginning, because you matter. You matter. And guess what? You're no good for anyone. You're no good for yourself or for anyone else if you don't take care of you. So I want y'all to take care of yourself, and not only just take care of yourself, do the things that you find pleasure in. Whatever it is that you find pleasure in, whatever it is that make you happy, do it. Do more of those things. Schedule it in, pencil it in. You know, your girl also have the planner to decide and devote planner. It helps you to plan for success. And a part of planning for success is penciling yourself in for some pleasure. So y'all, the topic of tonight's podcast is pleasure. I want you to write it out. Write it out on a piece of paper and stick it up on your refrigerator. Write the words. If you have a big black marker, write it out. Type it on your computer and make it as your screensaver, because it will keep it in the forefront of your mind that pleasure, I'm deserving of that. Yes, I'm deserving of that. Put it on your phone. Put it in your calendar on your phone and remind yourself every hour, every few hours or so. What am I doing to pleasure myself? I done got up this morning. I done set the tone for the day. I'm off to work. I'm working on this project. I'm working on that project. Your girl overloaded herself this week right here. She's on her way to Atlanta this weekend. And now she has still 2 projects of 2 large orders that she have to fulfill. God be with me. God, give me the strength to do it. But guess what? If it don't get done, I won't beat myself up. If it don't get done, I'm going to still celebrate a win out of that. And the win out of that is I didn't force myself. I didn't back myself into a corner. I didn't beat myself down, and I'm not feeling guilty about it. Okay. So listen, y'all, it is your girl, Leading Lady Dar. I wanted to come on and to speak to y'all today, wherever you are, in your car, in your living room, in your bedroom, on a job, I don't know, at the gym, I don't know where you are, but wherever you are, I'm meeting you there, and I'm meeting you there to encourage you to focus on pleasure. Focus on pleasing yourself. Don't be nasty. No. Focus on what make you happy. Do something that will increase your happiness, because if you increase that happiness, ooh, baby, you become so powerful. That gives you the momentum to keep going and keep striving. And it's so easy to fall in such a funk. We know that, but it's hard as hell to get up out of that funk. So don't allow yourself to get into that funky space, because it's hard to get you out, boo. And I want y'all to stay encouraged. For my entrepreneurs out there, really stay encouraged. Really celebrate those small wins. Really celebrate every chance you get. Every chance. If you book a client, celebrate it. If you talk to a prospect, celebrate it. Celebrate you. On tonight, it is your girl, Leading Lady Dar here. I just had to stop for a second to think if it was something that I was missing. But again, it's your girl, Leading Lady Dar here, founder of that wonderful organization, the motivational, inspirational speaker, the mentor, the certified Christian life coach, the business coach. Yes. The author. Yes. Content creator. Yes. She's trying, y'all. She's trying to reach y'all she is still trying at a lot of things, but nonetheless, she's working it all out. And listen, if you don't take anything away from this podcast tonight, know the girl has been shifted to speak on success, and that's why she's coming to you. She wants you to go from pain to purpose and to pleasure. God don't want us always to be in this pain or in a funk. He wants you to be able to enjoy the pleasures out of life. But in enjoying the pleasures out of life, I'm going to tell you, you can appreciate it so much more when you're walking in your purpose. So stay encouraged on today, y'all. It is your girl, Leading Lady Dar here. Thank you so much for joining the Walk in Them Shoes podcast. Don't forget to share this podcast out. Have a good one.